Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. This is Joe, the bearded historian. He'll tell you an interesting story. Be careful of his soldiers, they can be brats. This is Angel, she's an entity. She'll cause chaos and plant her hands at you. This is Sue, she likes spirits, not the alcohol. She's the reason this channel exists. This is David, he likes fire trucks. He's here occasionally. Bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong, bing bongy bong. We preserve his story. Welcome to video 499, because I'm a genius and somehow miscounted, video of our channel. If you saw my community post, you will know that I was preparing for our 500th video. Looked at our everything list, which I put every video that we've had on this channel into, and noticed it was at 48 instead of 40, and it was at 498 instead of 499. So before we do the 500th video and our monetization video, you're getting this extra video of us walking in the rain. 4 reasons. Hope you enjoy that. But before you watch us get really, really wet, we need to do a shout out. Are you ready? Here we go. Shout out time. Here's a shout out just for you. You support me, so I support you. The shout out is for a friend. Let's see. Today we got the spinning wheel. Ready? You spin me right now, baby, right now, like a record player right now, baby. Oh, Afromax. Alright, Afromax, who have 10K. Congratulations on that. A very popular channel, big channel. I'm very pleased when they can drop by and check us out. And here's a little bit about their channel. They are a interracial couple, blend of Mexican and Khmer. I'm not even going to try it. I'm going to butcher it. I apologize in advance because I am terrible at pronunciations. We got Christian Verlin, Leo and Yeah. They've been together. They've known each other since 2008. Been together since 2010, and they are a great couple. As you can see, food, unboxings. They're remodeling their house with DIY. So they check them out. Like, share, comment. Boy.
A little original picture of it.
Okay, we're attempting the Galena walk again. This year it's not hot. This year it's raining. And Angel's happy. We've got less people.
So much better than last year's version. This is good.
I agree with the heat. You guys are going to have to deal with me breathing a little bit heavy. Give me a second. I also, of course, have to pee. Because why not? I'm not even looking.
No, I would recommend it.
Okay. At least it's not cold. I don't mind the rain.
Given how hot it was last year.
So I do apologize for my wheezing. But you're now going to enjoy another walk through the Black Hills with the buds, this time in the rain, for reasons.
I might go ahead a few times.
Yeah, if you want to. I'll catch up eventually. I am the slowest of the group. And there's down. So you guys can see, there's down. There's a bit of a creek. I like the barrel or whatever it is.
Dark it is.
And this year, remember to bring beverages.
I would hope there's what, about 30 degrees cooler?
Oh, at least 30 degrees cooler. Oh. Oh dear.
We need to volunteer. Hey,
There's another place to cross a little further up, baby.
I know.
Give me a second. Thank you, child.
Yep. This is called horsetail.
Yep.
Pine grows in wet areas and is a wetland indicator. The silicon potassium salt of this plant gives medicinal properties.
Yeah, I know that.
Do me a favor, babes.
I've known about horsetail since like elementary school because of warrior cats.
Ah,
I apologize. I didn't realize it had gotten that shaken up in my pocket,
yeah.
or I wouldn't have asked. I apologize. I just wanted a drink.
Frogs, when seen for the first time in decades, it appears the EPA Superfund cleanup of the drainage from the Gilt Edge mine is working.
That's good.
Yeah. Long spur violet.
I don't see any violets.
This woodland violet has a heart-shaped leaves and a short stem and two exceptionally long spurs on its flowers.
I do not see any. Have to keep an eye out, but I don't see any.
Yeah.
I do see the white ones. Strawberries!
Strawberries. Little white flowers.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah.
Those I see. Those will be fun when they grow a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to be very wet by the end of this. Well, maybe not Joe. Joe has an umbrella.
Beware of the plant with these 3 leaves. Lots of poison ivy. There's some right there.
I was going to say, I'm going to think that there's some around here somewhere.
And there. And there. Well, stay on the top.
I have never been able to tell poison ivy from everything else. I'm just very cautious around plants.
There's a lot of clusters right there.
The goal of this trip is the graveyard, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also a church. Or
I was trying to remember where this went.
yeah.
Right, church. I think that was our goal last year. We wanted to make it at least to the church. But it was hot.
Yeah. We didn't make it to the creek.
No, we did not. Okay.
Give all you want.
As long as she stays on the path, I don't mind if she goes ahead. She gets lost in the woods, the fake can keep her.
No, Loki already blessed her that they won't take her.
I know. That's why I'm not really too worried about taking her. I just gotta catch my breath. Okay. Our poor community is gonna get tired of me breathing.
Look at that. It's a sign that you're alive. Right? You still hear her breathing.
Yeah, I guess. It is a sign I'm still alive. Railroad grade. There was a railroad up here?
Yeah. Originally it went all the way up to Deadwood. And the other way went over to, I was just thinking about the name of it before we turned. Brownstone is down and then over across Englewood.
The one we need to find a school for.
Yeah, also they used to have a turntable, but they, I think they took that out in the 80s.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah. It's on my to-do list.
Definitely should be on the to-do list. Even if there's nothing there, you can do a way back Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
About the turntable and whatnot. Make sure you don't get lost.
Yeah.
Although, likely, it's a nice clear path.
Yeah.
And there aren't like a bunch of them branching off.
Yeah.
Interesting that they got moss dangling down from this one. Or like or whatever it's called.
Moss has been on the ground a couple places I saw.
Oh.
So yeah, back when I was in school, we had Gilt Edge, Homestake, Brom. Brom is still operational. And now there's a new player on the gold circuit that wants to start remining over by Richmond, Preston, and those places, Balmaro. And I guess they struck a contract with the guys that actually did Homestake for the records that they had of all the mining that they did. So they can try to follow that gold mining vein that they knew about and hopefully start mining for gold more, both economically but also with a technological mindset so that it doesn't cause the great big crater like Homestake did. I mean, don't get me wrong, Homestake did a neat trick with taking their tailings and making their own mountains with it, but it's really coming down, ain't it?
It's trying to come down a decent amount.
Pretty up here though, you know that?
It is a pretty walk. There's another down for you guys.
Yeah. In Dad's words, wow.
Okay. I need to get over a little bit. My fear of heights is not even slightly rational, because I'm not I can be in the middle, but even though that slope is fairly gentle and I've purposely gone down hills like that. Right?
Oh, here's a good mold. Oh, that too.
Yeah, we definitely need more water. Definitely need more water. I feel like we're in April rather than June.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not complaining, just commenting.
To see the reason why, see the first video from the Galena walk last year.
Which I will link at the end
Yeah.
for kicks and giggles. You can see the school,
Crowds of people.
crowds of people.
And trying to walk at 90-degree plus heat. That's actually not bad.
All of which we don't have today, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, I wish it wasn't raining quite so hard, but I don't mind being wet. I probably will be mind later when I'm cold, but I have water in my eyes. Because it's not like there's any trails going anywhere else.
Nope. Pretty well cut through. Two railroad grades, really.
What exactly does railroad grade mean, other than that train can make it up the hill?
Well, the railroad grade was usually laid out with a stage of rock, gravel, and then a bed, and then they could put down the plates, the rails, and then hammer them into a surface. Railroad grades were usually, even today, by today's standards, you can see them literally all over the world, because even if they pulled up the rails, the grades are still in place.
I see.
Like when you go down 44, they've already pulled the rails out by, Sanford. You see
Right.
where the ground is raised up? Well, that's the grade.
I guess in the places that we've seen a sign, I saw that indication, but
Super anthill, slightly drenched.
Black End Hill, where are you? There you are. Ooh, I wonder how far we have to go.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember how many. I thought it was like a mile and a half, but maybe 2. Uh-oh. Oh my. Did you get...
What?
You got sloshed.
Your shirt,
Really?
top of your shirt's very wet.
Yeah, my sleeve and...
Part 2. Apparently the rain turned off the video. Or one of the shirts did. Me too. I really seriously have to pee. Oh God. I swear, uphill is the worst. If there was signal, I'd tell you to look and see where we're at. But we have no signal. And I don't know if we're close or not.
I think that's the path right there. Going back that way and down that way. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be monsoon season either.
Oh, my legs. I gotta sit for a minute.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mist right here. Okay. I'm coming. Oh dear, decision.
I know.
Oh dear.
Well, this is the railroad bed. So that way is the now steeple. The rest of the church is gone, of the Methodist church that way. Or you got Sammy Mole's Digs, which is down that way, which was another silver mine back in the day. Or if you're done getting wet, we go back and wait till it dries out.
Do you have a vote?
I'm fine with anything.
I think the mole takes us back down closer to town, and from there we can walk back to the car.
Okay, that sounds like a good bet then.
Okay.
We can try doing the church another day.
Yeah.
It'll give us an excuse to come up again. Okay. So we're gonna go see if we can find a mine. That reminds me, we still need to try to find that other part of Spokane.
Right.
And do another part of that. Maybe I should put some music over this one, or at least the parts where I'm not saying anything. I do apologize, guys.
Couple good walking sticks right there. Have to chop off a few pieces, but not much.
Not decent. I think I felt less wet in a pool than I do right now.
Good, right?
Okay, there's some of the violets over there. I hope you guys can see those. Also, this is part 3 because Spirit or Rain has turned it off again. Sammy's Stigs, we're still heading in the right direction, which is obvious because there's only one path, which is nice. It means we can't get lost, hopefully. If you guys never see us again, you know, we got claimed by the Black Hills and the Fae. There's a down. That's not a bad down though. Gentle, nice slope.
It's fine with words.
Words. What do words say?
Between 4 to 5 inches of rain fell over a short period of time in the day of July 4th, 2019. Lots of culverts were eroded out, and the creek suffered severe bank erosion. This pile of rocks is actually a miniature alluvial fan formed during that event. The thin soils in the Black Hills can't absorb much rain, so when it rains hard, most of the rain runs off, causing soil erosion, and where the slope of the land flattens, deposits as seen here. That was only 3 years ago. Less than 3 years, well, a little more than 3 years ago.
Can you see now? Sort of?
Oh, so much better. Not having glasses is so annoying.
We should probably set up an appointment and get them replaced. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done that in a couple of years. Still raining. Not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still very steady.
I'll still take this over summer, thank you.
I know, you hate the summer. And yet the summer's when you can do things like this.
I know it sucks. What about you?
Enjoy the rain ASMR. Or they have you breathing at the MSR, whichever you can hear. Okay. Oh, lightheaded. What's that say?
The light-colored rock, whitish yellow, exposed in the hill slope next to the trail is called rhyolite, an igneous volcanic rock in the layers of metamorphic and sedimentary rocks of the Black Hills 60 million years ago. Rhyolite consists of silica-rich minerals like quartz and feldspar, which is why it's so light-colored. And more rocks and more iron and magnesium minerals occur, the rock is very dark-colored and it's typically basalt. Basalt is the more typical volcanic rock that is extruded onto the surface of the earth from fissures and volcanoes.
More words.
What is important about rhyolite is it often cause precious metals to deposit along the margins where the rhyolite came into contact with pre-existing rocks. In Galena, this caused gold and silver ores to form in the rhyolite and the surrounding metamorphic rocks on this side of the Bear Butte Creek. Gilt Edge mine beyond Semi-Moles Digs was where the precious metals were found. These on the other side of the creek where the rhyolite came, Deadwood Sandstone and Whitewood and Inglewood limestones. That's why they were tearing this place apart, trying to find the gold, and they hit the silver veins.
No, more words.
This large piece of quartz alongside of the trail was what was prospectors were looking for when they first arrived. They knew that gold often occurred in quartz in the rocks and margins of the quartz veins.
Okay, I see it in the picture. I do not see it on the hill.
That's probably why they kept the picture and not the rock.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Most prospectors probably did not know that the heat and the fluids associated with the placement of quartz veins during the igneous intrusions often caused the deposition of these precious metals.
I see something up ahead. Pretty flowers over there.
Bigger sign too.
Huh?
Bigger sign too.
I see that. I want to get to the sign and I'm gonna sit.
Yeah.
That's my current goal.
They might have closed off the top trail, it looks like.
Does that mean we walked all this way for nothing, or is it open today?
Yeah, let me look.
Oh. This is okay. I guess. I'm gonna sit here.
Take a seat.
Oh, look. Oh. 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 Okay, I'm pausing. Alright, on we goes. Now that I can almost breathe. Okay. As we were sitting, Joe said he'd be very sad if this was just a hole. I'm hoping it's at least a cave or something interesting to look at. I told him I would be sad if he didn't loop around the way he thinks it will. Although, to be fair, if we have to go back, it's mostly downhill.
I saw a ghost kid running past.
I saw mist earlier. Okay, it doesn't compare, but I just thought I'd mention it. I missed the ghost kid that must have gone behind me. Or I had rain in my eyes, one of the two. Maybe we'll get lucky and it was on camera. Who knows? Are we thinking down? I also don't see the ribbon you were talking about. Did you see maybe the barrel?
That might have been it.
Do we want to try down? See if it loops back? Seems like it's more likely to loop back than the upper one.
Yeah.
Or do we want to turn around?
I think we'll turn around.
Okay.
Because we can't really see much. And maybe if they would have had a map. Because the last year they gave out maps, but we didn't go to the schoolhouse either. And it doesn't look like that table they had down there with the umbrellas.
They didn't have the table with it.
Yeah.
This year. Well, okay, Galena fails number 2. But at least hopefully you guys enjoyed the walk in the rain.
I wonder if they pulled those flags down there because of the rain. They didn't want anybody to go up any further.
Maybe.
Watch your ankle.
Why?
Because I almost did mine.
Yeah, I had a couple of rocks kind of try to tip underneath me.
Go back to the car and try to dry out.
I think if we do any more adventures today, they will be by car.
Yeah.
I think the first adventure we need to do is finding lunch. Because I was thinking we'd have lunch here, but they of course don't have the hot dogs and stuff set up like they did last year. As we are recording this, we just put up our 1200 shout out. And I want to thank again all of you for supporting our chaos and craziness and randomness and failures, whether it be geocache or in this case hiking to a place that we did not reach.
Yeah, see, they pulled 3 flags already. I don't know, it's just because they said, you know, nobody's crazy enough to go past this.
Makes me wonder why they didn't pull the others, though.
Yeah.
Because I would have gone to the
Those
church.
first. Yeah.
All right, well, we will probably try again next year to do one of the two. And hopefully we'll be more successful. Third time's a charm?
Third time's a charm. Or I'll just get bored and go after the gilt edge by road. Because I think I know where the back road to it is, and it's not this.
Oh. And they did say we could go up to the cemetery anytime. We just had to park and walk.
Right.
So we might do that sometime.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Get some actual good tires for the little white car.
Yes, that
Punch
is
it.
that is a thing that we need to do on our list of things to do. I'm debating recording all the way back and shutting it off now. Part of me thinks I'll just record all the way back because why not?
Why not? Yeah. Show them the downhill slope version of it. There also is, from what I heard, there's a series of foundation work that they did build up the hill past the cemetery.
Oh.
But they...
I know that there's...
they call it Chinese walls.
Yeah, that's it.
But the thing is that originally it was going to be a mill that just ran out of funding. And so there's
I was
just
saying that would be cool to look at.
Yeah.
Whatever they are.
Yeah.
Are they called Chinese walls because the Chinese built them?
They were trying to think that's who built it, but there's no evidence as to who built them. But the foundation works are still there.
Huh. I've seen them a little bit on the
pictures
on the Google
Yeah.
mappies.
I just think, given that a lot of the old town Deadwood was built by the Chinese, of course some of those Chinese also became rather wealthy due to both laundry and opium.
Opium!
So, yeah.
Drugs.
Of course, later on, several of the ones that were buried at Mount Moriah were actually sent back to China to be buried in their homeland. So, yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Send me home. Okay.
From what I understand, it's an expensive process. So
Oh, yeah.
for somebody to take the funds to do that.
Yep. Well, see, just even to this day, I think as recent as 2014, people have been working in their backyards on that lower slope below Mount Moriah, and they'll find bodies.
Well, I'm sure they will.
And the most recent one was a Native American who, of course, was repatriated back to his reservation. So, all the fun of the history we have. Of course, the thing that also makes me kind of intrigued on that is you think of all the different cultures and races that went to Deadwood, all for the lure of the little gold rock.
Right?
And some succeeded, some lasted a couple months and went home empty-handed, some died there. So
Some were crazy and did like 32 years in a mine and earned $10. Like a Big Thunder.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we will have another episode of that next week, Monday. For those of you who are wondering what happened, we do have
Other segments.
I was trying to think of how many. I want to say 6?
Yeah.
5? I don't know. We have other segments. It will end in October. I plan on throwing up one every month. Until then. And in October, I think you'll get 2 just for kicks and giggles. And I think I'm going to save the camera in the cave by itself for the last one, because I think that will be the spookiest one.
Yeah.
Even though technically I think that's like 3rd in the list. But I
Big
think,
Thunder also just celebrated their 65th anniversary of being open too.
was it 5th? Wasn't it 75th?
I thought it was 65th, but
It's a 5th.
it's a 5th.
6 or 7, we're not sure. I thought it was 7 when I was
Yeah,
looking at it.
ending the events on this weekend. So
Of course they are.
yeah, a lot of things in this town all ended this weekend because today was the anniversary of the 72
Oh,
flood.
that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but that was weird. Daddy picked up an orange glob somewhere.
I think it was a spider web attached to a piece of bark.
It might have been sap. That was my thought. And definitely a piece of cobweb. Well, we all thoroughly got wet. Almost back to the bottom of the hill, not quite yet. We still got to cross the
Got to make the turn.
creek again.
Yep. It is kind of a neat little meandering stream, though. You know,
It is.
Bear Butte Creek goes all the way back to Sturgis. Yeah, it was fun.
It was a nice walk. I'm not complaining. I wish we had succeeded in seeing something, but you know what? It's a nice walk in the rain. Our humidity will not care that they saw nothing but green and rain and heard me breathing a lot.
And we did see the buildings down by Galena too, although we've seen those in other shots. But
Did I record those?
I think that one big one is brand new though, or reconstructed. Because I thought we walked straight across in open land, and all that was there last time was the foundation.
You'll have to point out
the
what
other
you're
video.
talking about.
Yeah. When we get back to the town, I'll point it out.
Because I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What are you craving? Dominoes? Ooh. I thought about doing that the other day. Maybe when I get paid on Wednesday, we can do that for lunch.
That's so cute. I was thinking about it the other day.
Stop borrowing my brain.
No, fuck you. It's my brain cell.
By the way, these two have been sharing brain cells off and on.
We share a brain cell with each other and my friend Moon. Because me and Moon share
That's
a brain
right.
cell.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a sign. Sorry. I just saw the ribbon. I'm like, well, no, we need to go that way. Never mind. I know stuff. Okay. I've been going down hills all my life, and yet wet is not my favorite way to go down. I can't hear you, whatever you said, child. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
I have a wet Band-Aid in my shoe.
Oh. It's driving her crazy.
I can understand that.
It's mushy.
It's mushy and slimy and gummy.
Yeah.
I'd say stop and take it off, but
Oh, it's a mushroom.
oh, I see that. How did we miss you, or did you just pop up? It's upside down, so it didn't just pop up.
Oh.
Somebody killed it.
Dead mushroom. R.I.P. No, F in the chat for the mushroom.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna name you Eddie.
Hey,
Poor Eddie.
You want to put Eddie with the, see if he grows another one over here in these tree
He
trunks?
has a baby.
Oh, hi,
Oh my god.
Right in the middle of the truck.
Oh, holy shit, I'm so tiny. Oh my god, he has a baby.
Eddie 2.0.
Eddie Jr. He needs a picture. I tried to take a picture, but my camera's so wet. But fortunately, it hasn't gotten into the place where it makes a loud sound when it gets wet. The port, that's the word I was looking for.
There he goes. There's one over here too.
What are you looking at?
This round, brownish. These are the spots.
I don't think so. baby could be? He could be Shroomish. The Eddie Jr., he could be Shroomish. Okay, Eddie Jr. it is.
Eddie Jr.
It's your mushroom, you can name it. I can take it out of your shoe if you want me to help. I understand. I had that this morning because I forgot to take off my patch that I put on my ankle last night. And I felt it when I got in the bathtub. I'm like, shit. Yeah, you can't help your body's reaction to stuff. It's like me in soft and soggy food. Cannot do soggy food. Dad loves
Chicken fried steak.
stuffing.
Stuffing.
Chicken fried steak I can do sometimes.
Right.
The coating just has to be
Firm.
And a lot of places we've gone do it okay.
Yeah.
There have been a couple where they're like, nope, I can't do this one.
Or hot roast beef.
Hot roast beef. I love hot roast beef. But I cannot do the bread because the bread is always soggy. Just a little bit. Sometimes I'm tempted to be tested and see if I can get disability. But then I remember that David gets like what, 700 a month?
Yeah.
And I get 800 a week. And I decided, you know what? We need my job. And it's just a label, so. But we all do have autistic tendencies. Your grandma was the first one to tell me that because I don't like food touching. She's like, you have autistic tendencies. The built a what?
The Karen.
Okay. Good.
A lot of things. Like, Dad's special interest would be history and whatnot,
Right.
and he does a lot of info dumping, which
Right.
is something a lot of people with autism do.
Right.
Kind of like David when he comes in and he shares about like NASCAR and everything.
Right. Very true. Very true. The other day I was watching TikTok and I came across this one that's like unknown signs of anxiety. And one of them was one I had not thought of. There's pacing, and you've all seen me do that. We get in line, I will pace.
Yeah, you can't stand still.
I cannot. And another one that I saw was spacing. And you and I both do that. You just, when you're gone for a minute. Not drifting or dreaming, but
Your brain takes the time out.
yeah. And sometimes you'll ask me something and I'll look at you like, what? Did you say something?
I feel like that's just kind of going into your thoughts though.
No, I have to have thoughts in order to go into my thoughts.
I mean, like, I don't think that's automatically anxiety.
No, I'm not saying it's automatic. I'm just saying that made me kind of wonder if sometimes when I do that, if that's a reflex of that. I'm not saying every time I do it that it's anxiety causing it. I'm just saying I wonder if sometimes, because I can think of a couple times like in school and stuff where that would have fit the situation. That is all. I'm not even saying it's a real thing. I'm just saying it was one of those, I wonder things. Oh. Well, I'm going to turn this one off. Part 3 on the other phone as we finish heading down the trail. Because the other phone was at 2%. I wasn't paying attention until I saw the little battery, and I'm like, oh, it must be at 15. And I looked and it was not at 15. Which means I missed the first queue. I think we should be getting close to the bridge where we crossed.
I think so.
I'm coming. Downhill is much easier than uphill. Oddly enough, my legs hurt more now than going downhill than they did going up.
Yeah.
Probably because they're tired, but... I think this was a good, what, 2-mile hike?
At least.
And for people who don't do a ton of walking and hiking, it's a lot. I know it's good for us, and we're glad to be able to do it occasionally. Oh, my legs want to give out on me. There's the bridge. And my legs a minute. Well, my coat got washed. Your coat got washed, Angel. Now we just gotta dry them out. Okay. Like that? Yep. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't think we'll be doing the pull tonight. I think we'll have to do Just Dance with the Boy instead.
I'm all for that. I think I've already... Oh, another shroom.
Oh, that's a big one.
Big hummo.
Nice big Hummer.
Big shroom.
Points to those of you who saw that on the first go round.
Healthy.
Very healthy, which is nice. Are those feathers new, or were they there when we came down? Okay, I just didn't notice. I wasn't really watching along the sides, so. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Be extra careful, baby girl. There you go. Good girl. Why are we screaming?
Wet shoes.
Sweetheart, I hate to tell you this, but you've had wet shoes for like an hour.
Okay, fine. Way wetter. How about that?
I don't think they can get wetter.
Yes, they can.
Oh, I don't like that rock. I like that rock. Whew, I don't like that. I don't like that. There's the creek again.
Now slightly swelled due to all this precipitation.
I want to thank you all for joining us on this amazing walk in the rain. I'm going to call this Galena Walk in the Rain, because that's really all it is. But it's a nice walk. And you guys got to see a nice part of the Black Hills. We saw some mushrooms. We saw a couple ghosts. We saw a random barrel in the creek for reasons. Probably want to know the story behind that.
That's a septic tank.
Oh, never mind. I think I liked it better when it was a barrel.
Yeah. Like you wonder if somebody had a house nearby there that the flood washed away.
I'd almost say that they had to have had, because otherwise it'd be a really weird place to put a septic tank.
Yeah.
Okay. We officially reached back to Galena, and then hopefully you guys can see some of the fog. It's very foggy. The hills are disappearing, and the rain is intensifying. Intense rain! Now my ankle's starting to complain.
Hello. Hi, puppy. Hello.
Hi, puppy. No, it's fine.
It's like there's these humans out in the rain. What's the deal?
God, I'd love to poke around in that house.
Yeah. I want it back there.
Looks like it might still be being used, which is good.
Yeah. Got a locking pair on the hallway.
Lilacs, my favorite flower. Right there. They don't last long, which makes me sad. Okay. Oh. Should we say goodbye now, or should we say goodbye at the car?
I'll say goodbye now. Bye, bye.